Welcome to Kirkir Kids TV.
3, 2, 1!
Let's learn about sea animals.
Watch till the end. Please subscribe.
Seals are furry marine mammals that spend time in the water and on land. They have thick layers of blubber to stay warm in freezing ocean waters. They are excellent swimmers and can hold their breath underwater for a long time. On land, they move around by flopping on their bellies like big caterpillars. Baby seals are called pups. Crabs are ocean creatures with a hard outer shell. They have 10 legs. Most crabs walk and run sideways to move quickly across the sand. They use their claws to catch food, crush shells, and scare away predators. As they grow bigger, crabs shed their old shell and grow a new one. Starfish are amazing animals that live on the ocean floor. They are not actually fish because they do not have bones. Most starfish have 5 arms with a tiny eye on each tip. They use hundreds of sticky tube feet to crawl around. If a starfish loses an arm, it can grow a new one. Turtles are ancient reptiles that live on land and in water. They have a hard, built-in shell that protects their body. Turtles cannot crawl out of their shells because it is part of their skeleton. They lay their eggs in the sand or dirt on land. Some sea turtles can live to be over 100 years old. Coral looks like a plant, but is actually made of thousands of tiny animals. These tiny animals are called polyps, and they build hard skeletons to live in. Together, millions of polyps create huge underwater structures called coral reefs. Coral reefs are very important because they provide a home for many ocean creatures. They get their bright, beautiful colors from tiny algae growing inside them. Dolphins are highly intelligent marine mammals that breathe air through a blowhole. They live in social groups called pods and love to play together. Dolphins use clicks and whistles to talk and find food underwater. They are excellent swimmers and can leap high out of the water. Mothers nurse their calves with milk and protect them as they grow. Whales are the largest mammals on Earth and breathe air through blowholes. They travel across giant oceans in social family groups called pods. Some whales have teeth, while others use hairy baleen plates to filter tiny food. They communicate by singing beautiful, loud songs that travel for miles underwater. Baby whales are called calves and drink their mother's milk to grow fast. Clownfish are small, brightly colored fish that live in warm ocean waters. They are famous for living safely among the stinging tentacles of sea anemones. A special slimy layer on their skin protects them from the anemone's stings. They work as a team by chasing away predators and keeping the anemone clean. All clownfish are born male, but the biggest one becomes the female leader. Sea otters are furry marine mammals that spend most of their lives in the ocean. They have the thickest fur of any animal to keep them warm in chilly water. To stay in one place while sleeping, they wrap themselves in giant seaweed called kelp. They float on their backs to eat crabs and clams using rocks to crack shells. Groups of floating sea otters are called rafts, and they often hold hands. Jellyfish are ancient sea creatures that have drifted in the oceans for millions of years. They have see-through jelly-like bodies and do not have brains, hearts, or bones. They use trailing tentacles with stinging cells to catch food and protect themselves. Some jellyfish can glow in the dark by creating their own beautiful light. A large group of jellyfish swimming together is called a bloom or a smack. Lobsters are ocean creatures with hard shells and 10 legs. They have 2 large, powerful claws used for catching food and crushing shells. Lobsters look for food at night along the dark ocean floor. If a lobster loses a claw or a leg, it can grow a new one back. They can live to be over 100 years old. Squids are fast-swimming sea creatures with soft bodies and 10 arms. 2 of their arms are longer tentacles used to grab food quickly. They squirt dark ink into the water to hide from predators. Squids move backward by blasting water out of a special body tube. They have 3 hearts and can change colors to camouflage themselves. Octopuses are highly intelligent sea creatures with soft bodies and 8 arms. They have 3 hearts, blue blood, and no bones at all. To hide from danger, they can instantly change their color and skin texture. If a predator catches them, they shoot dark ink and swim away fast. They are famous for being smart problem solvers that can open jars. Sharks are amazing fish that have skeletons. They have multiple rows of sharp teeth that grow and replace old ones. Their super senses allow them to smell a single drop of blood from far away. Most sharks must keep swimming constantly so that water can flow over. They are top predators that help keep the ocean clean and healthy by eating sick fish. Fish are water-dwelling animals that use gills to breathe oxygen underwater. They have scales on their bodies and use fins to swim around smoothly. Fish are cold-blooded, meaning their body temperature changes with the water around them. Most fish lay hundreds of soft eggs in the water to have babies. There are over 30,000 different types of fish living across the world. Shrimp are small swimming creatures with soft shells and see-through bodies. They use many tiny legs on their bellies to paddle backward through water. They are active cleaners that eat tiny bits of plants and dead skin off fish. If a shrimp loses a leg or an antenna, it can grow a new one. Their hearts are actually located inside their heads instead of their chests. Eels are long, thin fish that look a lot like slippery snakes. They have smooth skin without obvious scales and are covered in slimy mucus. Most eels hide in dark underwater caves or bury themselves in the sand. They have very sharp teeth and use an excellent sense of smell to hunt. Baby eels are completely clear and see-through when they hatch from eggs. Emperor penguins are the tallest and heaviest of all penguin species in the world. They live in the freezing cold of Antarctica and survive by huddling closely together. These birds cannot fly, but they are excellent swimmers that dive deep for fish. Fathers keep the egg warm on top of their feet for 2 whole months. They have thick layers of fat and waterproof feathers to stay perfectly dry. Seahorse are called underwater snail. They are the slowest swimming fish in the entire ocean. It takes a dwarf seahorse over 2 days to cross a backyard swimming pool. They do not have stomachs, so food passes right through them. They have no stomach. They must eat tiny shrimp all day long without stopping. Monkey tails. They use their tails like hands to hold onto grass.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe.